Hello and welcome back to the next episode in our Fable Anniversary campaign, playing as Runemaster, the hero of Oakvale. We're picking up from where we left off in the last episode, which is here at the Darkwood Bordello. Although I should say I've reloaded a save to just before the moment in time when we got the owner of the Darkwood Bordello, Mr. Grope, drunk in order to learn the secret as to where he was hiding the deeds. So I've reloaded before we've done that, and the reason I've done that is because I wanted to show the dialogue for the other method of finding the secret from him, which is where the hero puts on a dress and a wig and becomes a working girl and sleeps with him to get the secret as to where the deeds are, which is the only way I'd ever done this quest. When I had played Fable the Lost Chapters back in the day, I didn't actually realize that you could just give Mr. Grope beer instead to make him drunk and learn the secret that way. I thought the only way you could do it was by putting on a dress and a wig and sleeping with him. So yeah, you learn something new every time you come back to this game. But I did want to show off the dialogue for all of that. There's some other fun dialogue as well with some of the other characters when you are wearing a dress and a wig, so I want to show that off too, and then I'll probably reload the save and just give him beer to get the deeds, but thought it would be fun to show off that dialogue. You know, completeness is always a good thing. So the other thing I noticed as well is these,
Have a good day.
I don't know what to call them, customers, patrons, they have different dialogue when they're first arriving through the gate there into the bordello, and they also have different dialogue when they're leaving compared to the dialogue they have when they're in the actual bordello manor at the top.
Well, I feel sorry for the ladies, but I can't stay forever.
So this is his dialogue when he's leaving. Now, there's only 3 characters. Well, sorry, I should rephrase that. There's 3 archetypes of customers that will come to the Darkwood Bordello. Their models will change, but their dialogue will be the same. So, like I said, 3 archetypes. There's this archetype, there's one more archetype. There's an archetype which is, he's very timid and shy and, worried about the ladies rejecting him and everything. And, yeah, so those are the 3 kind of types of customers. And they have different dialogue when they're arriving, different dialogue when they're at the bordello, different dialogue when they're interacting with you when you're dressed up as a woman, and also different dialogue when they're leaving. So we'll just go through some of that.
Oh yeah, I still got it. There's no lover in Albion like me. A man has to make a living, and that barber shop won't run itself. Oh no, baby.
So I'm going to call this one the barber archetype,
Well, I feel sorry for the ladies.
and that's all his dialogue when he's leaving.
I had a girlfriend once, but, well, I suppose she never loved me. Left me for a sewage worker. Last time I came here, I saw that headwig and ran away. I'm sure she's a lovely girl, though. I think that Amelia is a smashing girl. If only I had the courage to speak to her. I had a girlfriend once.
So that's the shy guy archetype, and this is his dialogue of when he's still at the bordello. So he doesn't have to actually be in the house. They are sometimes at the bordello in this area, but when they're on their way out or on their way in, they have different dialogue.
I fancy something different. Anything without a beard and claws would make a change from the wife, to be honest.
And I'm going to call this the trader archetype because he sounds like the trader from the start of the game. So those are the 3 archetypes. You got the shy guy archetype, the barber archetype, and the trader archetype.
I don't think I'll go for Hedwig tonight. Couldn't walk for a week after the last time. A woman what doesn't smell like a balverine would be nice. I fancy something different.
Alright, so that's all his dialogue, or I should say all of that archetype's dialogue for inside the bordello. And we've done all of the shy guy dialogue for inside the bordello, so it's just when they're coming and going now that they'll have different dialogue. Lamentia, the goddess of painful love. And I think the guy who arrived walked past me while I was speaking to the other chap. Silkana, the goddess of tender love. Which looks like, oh, okay, I see. So what's-her-face is dressed as Silkana, Sophia or whatever it is, and Hedwig is dressed as the other one. the goddess of painful love. We'll just grab the fishing spots here, because what I'll do is I'll save after grabbing all of this before we do anything with Mr. Grope. Now, I couldn't figure out how to get the evil decision to lock in. I think you just hang on to the deed, and maybe you get evil points every time you come back to collect rent. I presume that's how that works. Because I wasn't getting evil points when sleeping with the ladies for free as the owner, once I had the title deeds. And leaving and coming back didn't do that either, so it must be you have to wait a couple days and then come back and collect rent or something, like your share of the profits they make, and maybe that's when you get evil alignment. Because it didn't give me an option to hand the deeds over immediately or decline immediately when I first spoke to Madam Minch. Which sounds very close to, you know, M-I-N-G-E, which is quite funny, but, alright, so we've got the moonfish and the health potion there. So he's leaving now.
Oh, back to the real world now. Hey, I tell you, going home is like waking up from a wonderful dream and remembering how ugly your wife is.
So this is the trader archetype exit dialogue.
Hey, better go home to old Bruiser. She ain't pretty when she's angry. She ain't pretty when she's friendly neither. Oh, better go home to Mrs. before she gets angry. Oh, back to the real world now.
All right.
Hey, I tell you, going home is like waking up from a wonderful dream.
That's so funny. That's all his dialogue, though.
It's been an unforgettable experience.
All right.
It really has.
This is the Shy Guy exit dialogue.
And now, to brave those dark, dangerous woods. Almost metaphorical, isn't it? Maybe one day I can build up the courage to come back. The ladies are so nice. It's been an...
Alright, so that's all his dialogue.
I'm a love machine, and I'm ready to plough the field of ecstasy. Oh, yeah.
Alright, so this is the barber arrival dialogue. He's not yet at the bordello, because he hasn't walked all the way up. So the way it works is they have to walk all the way up to the, like inside the actual bordello, like that chap is there. And once they get in there, they'll switch over from arriving to the bordello to being at the bordello. Then they'll have their at the bordello dialogue. And then at some point they'll finish their activities and they'll have their leaving the bordello dialogue.
Some lovely lady is sure gonna get lucky tonight. You betcha. I can smell the scent of woman in the air. Oh, such a wonderful musk. I'm a love...
Now the only thing I haven't tested... Let's speak to
I
him.
fancy something different.
Alright, so that's the trader archetype. He's got the same... He's arrived now at the bordello, so he's got the same dialogue as before. The only thing I've not tested is if these three archetypes have different dialogue once you turn it into a woman's refuge. I suspect they do, but they leave quite quickly and they don't come back, so we'll have to hurry to try and speak to them.
I don't know what's scarier. Darkwood or this place. All these women. Maybe I should just leave.
So this is the Shy Guy arrival, Shy Guy archetype arrival dialogue before he gets to the bordello itself.
I don't usually frequent this type of place, but, well, I'm desperate. Sometimes, I just wish I had someone nice to talk to. Will they laugh at me, do you think? I don't know.
Alright, so that's all his arrival dialogue. So we've heard all of the Shy Guy archetypes dialogue now. The arrival dialogue, the exit dialogue, and the at the bordello dialogue.
Some lovely lady.
Oh, yes.
Smell this. I'm a love machine.
I don't think he actually went all the way up to the bordello.
I don't think I...
No wonder.
A woman what does...
No wonder you've been
Some lovely
nominated for the
I
arena.
can smell the scent
did
of...
the
I'm a
impossible.
love machine.
Maybe that's a different archetype. I don't know. I thought that was the barber archetype, but I remember him having different dialogue when he's in
Told you not to
the
scare
bordello
the
itself.
customers.
Last time I came here, I think that Amelia is a... I had a girlfriend once, but...
Yeah, so that's definitely the Shy Guy. Or maybe that is the barber and he just for some reason didn't walk all the way up to the bordello itself.
Oh, yeah, I still got it. There's no lover in Albion like me. A man has to make a living, and that
Okay.
barbershop won't
Yeah,
run
so he's
itself.
leaving
oh,
now.
no, baby. Well, I feel sorry for the ladies, but I can't stay forever. Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe that was his in the bordello dialogue. I just forgot.
fancy
So we
something
haven't heard
different.
his arrival
Anything?
dialogue yet.
I don't think I'll... No. A woman what does...
Fair enough.
Hello to you.
Hello, Polly.
Enjoyed it last time, did ya?
Voice makes me laugh so much.
Back for some more.
This line in particular. Back for some more. I don't know why it cracks me up every
Suit
time.
yourself, Governor.
I think we've slept with all of them twice each, haven't we? From memory? Yes. 10 times, so that's all 5 of them twice.
I think that made. I had a
Alright, so
girlfriend.
that's the shy guy.
I fancy something different.
You
That's
have
the
yourself
trader.
a nice day.
Alright, so this is a new arrival. This should be...
Ah, yeah, back to what I do best. These girls won't know what hit them.
Yes, so this is the barber archetype arrival dialogue. So there are only 3 archetypes. I just got mixed up there for a second, but this is his arrival dialogue.
I got a bag of gold burning a hole in my trousers. And it isn't the only thing burning a hole in my trousers. I'm gonna show these beauties what a real man is like. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ah, yeah, back to what I do best.
Alright, so that's all his dialogue. So we've heard all of the barber archetypes dialogue. I think we've heard all the trader archetypes dialogue, and also all of the
Yes.
shy guy
There's an
archetypes
important
dialogue.
quest card at the guild for you.
Look sexy. I don't care if you're tired of standing up.
Mr. Grope. Is he leaving already?
Some lovely ladies.
No, that's him. That's him, quote unquote, at the bordello.
Any of my girls tickle your fancy yet?
And you are... It's you! Oh, my eyesight isn't what it used to be. I can't recognize my own girls half the time.
Indeed. Alright. Let's just see. One more of them should be leaving shortly. They don't stay that long. They come and go. I think he's leaving now. Yep.
Oh, back to the real world now. Hey, I tell
Yeah,
you,
we've
hey, better
spoken
go.
to him.
Oh, better go.
Yep, that's fine. We've heard all that dialogue. I think that's the shy guy. Is it? Or is that the...
Take it carefully now.
Because they change their models every time, so... But it's always the same 3 archetypes.
Last time I came.
Alright. I also tested when you're dressed up as a lady. Oh, I should explain as well. So, who's this guy?
Hey, if my wife finds out I'm here again, she'll kill me.
Okay, so this is the trader archetype arrival dialogue.
Somehow, this place feels more like home than a... I could do with waking up next to a beautiful woman for once. Hey, if my wife finds out I'm here again, she'll kill me. Somehow, this place feels more like home than home.
Alright, I think we've heard all the dialogue now for all those 3 archetypes. We've got trader arrival at the bordello and exit. We've got barbershop arrival at the bordello and exit. I'm pretty sure we also heard shy guy.
Maybe one day I can build up the courage to come back.
Okay, this is shy guy exit.
Ladies are so nice. It's been an
Yeah, we've
now
heard that.
to brave maybe one.
Yeah. Alright, I think we've heard all that dialogue. Very good.
Smell the scent. I'm a love me. Some lovely lady.
Cool. Okay. Let's now...
Your visit is swell. All right.
You know what? We'll sleep with all the... sleep with them all once again.
Enjoyed it last time, did ya?
Just for
Back
completeness.
with some more.
Makes me laugh so much, that line.
Come along with me then, love. Don't be scared.
I also did some testing. Each of them have 4 dialogue lines that are randomly chosen during the
You don't
cutscene
want to
here.
break anything, do you? Oh, that's better.
And you can also get the same dialogue
Go
line.
gentle, lad. Not as flexible as I used to be.
get the same.
Oh, yes, sir.
You can get the
Oh,
same
you
dialogue
still
line
got it.
many times in a
Right,
row. It doesn't always play unique ones, so they can say the same thing
Enjoyed
back
it
to back.
last time, did ya?
God,
Back
these
with
idiots.
some more.
So bad.
Suit yourself, Governor.
I don't know why that's so funny.
You look a little exhausted after that, sir.
I think it kind of reminds me of those Outback Sheilas you get in Australia sometimes, that just you hear them at the pub sometimes. They just have the most grating voices. But anyway.
Hey, wait.
I knew you'd be back after last time. Fancy another?
Sure.
Well, I will wait here if you're interested, hero. I knew. Don't worry. You'll see I'm worth every one of those 100 gold pieces.
Alright.
What are you? Oh! Again! Hero. You look like you enjoyed that. Anytime you want a second taste, come and find me.
I can't believe all this is like ostensibly in a children's game.
Hooray!
But anyway. Who's next? I think it was this one.
You need more of my exotic touch? You'll be back. Everyone comes back in the end. You need more. You made the right decision. I just hope you can keep up with me.
I think by the end of this we would have heard all 4 of their dialogue lines.
Over there. Just a little further. That's the way. I have never serviced a hero before. It was interesting.
Golly, yeah. You look a little exhausted after that, sir.
Alright. 2 more. Speak to some of these chaps that are arriving and leaving.
I had a girlfriend once, but
Left me for a sewage worker.
A woman what does...
Alright. I think we've definitely heard all the arrival and exit dialogue now.
Yes!
But they all have different dialogue as well for when you're dressed up as a lady. Who is next? That's Sophia woman, isn't it? This one.
When you've tried silk, cotton simply won't do anymore. Am I right?
Now, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last
Well,
episode,
I doubt
but
you-
you
when you've
can't
tried silk, cotton-
get any of these ladies to follow you out
You'll
of
be
the
treated
bordello,
like a hero
nor can you
deserves to be.
seduce them or marry
Come
them,
this way.
even if you turn the bordello into a women's refuge rather than keep it as a brothel.
Ooh, so this is what a hero feels like. I'm going to wrap myself around you like a velvet robe. Ooh, so this is what a hero
There you go.
feels
So you got
like.
2
You're
dialogue
not like
lines
the
there.
usual riffraff we get in here. You may see me again.
That velvet robe line is funny. And Hedwig. I think the other times in the last episode we've probably heard all of Sophia's dialogue.
Other men. This is good. Hedwig can play with you again. This way, puny worm.
Of course they made her German. I don't think they bothered to, in the other games, make the
You no stop until Hedwig
individual
says stop.
characters for
You call
at the
yourself
brawls and that sort of
men?
thing.
This not good enough.
I think in Fable
you
2
no
and 3
stop until
they were
Hedwig
just
says
oh,
stop.
we got the same dialogue there.
Hedwig pleased with puny man. Haha. This is good thing.
We'll do
are
it one
not
more with
broken
Hedwig and
like
one more with
other
Sophia
men.
just to make sure we get all the
This.
dialogue.
This way, puny worm.
Also like how it goes to the rack every time. Jeez. But yeah, I think from memory in Fable 2,
On knees now.
2 and
me
3,
want
from
to
what I've
see
seen
you
of 2
beg.
anyway, and from what I've
You
played
no
of 3.
stop until Hedwig say stop. Yes, better.
Alright, I think that's all their dialogue.
Hedwig pleased with puny man. This is good thing.
Those were all four lines, I think, in total. But I remember in Fable
When
3,
you've tried silk,
none of
cotton
the
simply won't do anymore. Am I
prostitutes in Fable 3 had like unique or individual characters.
You'll
They're
be
all
treated
just
like a hero
dime a dozen
deserves to be
NPCs, and I think it was the same in Fable 2. Although I've not played Fable 2, of
I'm
course,
going
but
to
from
wrap
what I've seen
myself
of it.
around you like a velvet robe. Take me with you. That's good.
Alright, I think that's all her dialogue now. I
You're
think it was
not
the
like
take me
usual
with you line that we
riffraff
hadn't
get in
heard.
here. You may see me again.
Alright, so now let's dress in a dress and join the bordello.
We have a position for a young lady, if you know of any. Send her here in a pretty dress, and I'll talk to her.
Okay, will do.
It can only be him.
So, what kind of woman you after then?
Don't worry about it, Grope. Alright, so there is a bug in Fable Anniversary. The reason why, when I tried last episode to put the dress and the wig on, it wasn't working, was due to this bug, which I'll explain. So, what I will say from the outset, it works with the dress, the dark dress, and the bright dress. You can use any of the types of dresses. Now, you'll notice here that each of the dresses have 3 out of 3 parts. Okay? 3 out of 3. Now, make note of that, okay? Let's go through the 3 parts. The first part is the dress gloves. And this is the same for the dark dress or the bright dress, okay? But I'm just going to use the regular dress for the sake of example. So you've got the dress gloves, okay? And then you have the upper dress. And then you have the lower dress. Now, notice the lower dress includes as part of the ensemble shoes, okay? And there are not individual shoes for the dress outfits, which makes sense because then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. There would be 4 pieces. There's only 3. 1, 2, 3. There's no boots, okay? Now, for some reason, there is a bug where even if you're wearing nothing, okay, so we'll take off all our clothes. We're totally naked now, right? And we'll go and we'll now put on the dress outfit. So not each individual piece, but we're putting on the dress outfit all at once, all 3. Okay, so that's what we've equipped. Should only be 3 pieces. And now let's put on the wig. Okay, and it should work. We should get a different dialogue line now when we speak to Grope, but we won't. Let's have a try.
Best method, I thought.
See, he's still treating us like we're a hero. And the reason for that is because there's some bug when you do it by outfit that it gives you, it slots boots on you for some reason or something. It's doing something funky there. So you need to go into the boots section here and unequip boots. Just select no boots and hit wear. Now when we speak to Grope, he will think that we're a lady.
Well, hello, darling.
See?
You know, this place could do with some new faces. Talk to Madam Minch. She'll sort you out.
Well, hello,
And he says the same thing
You know, this place could
each
talk to
time.
Madam
I don't think he has different dialogue even if we're wearing a different type of dress, but let's see. May as well try it. And I'll just show you that it works with the bright dress as well. So you go in there and then we'll unequip the boots. You got to do it for all 3 dress types. And you have to be wearing the wig. If you're not wearing the wig and you're just wearing the dress, even when you unequip the boots, you won't fool anyone.
Darling. Talk
All
to
right. Same dialogue there. Try it with the dark dress. I'm sure again it'll be the same dialogue. And I'll show you without putting the wig on, just for the sake of example. So here we are in the dark dress, no boots.
You ever been
See,
to
treating us as a hero again. So, put the wig on. Now we are back to being
Well,
a
hello,
fabulous
darling.
lady. There you go. So
You know, this talk to...
let's talk to. Actually, can we talk to any other?
You need more of my
All right.
exotic
So
touch?
none of the
You'll be
girls
back.
here recognize that we're a lady now, because they're still offering to sleep with us. But their dialogue will change shortly. Likewise,
I'm a love
the
machine.
dialogue of these chaps will also change shortly.
Last time I came...
Right now, they're still treating us like a hero, even though we're dressed up like a lass.
Nice.
But
Money.
once we
Get
speak
'em in and out, quick.
to Madam Minch and agree to become a working girl, that will all change. So, let's speak to her.
Hello there, young lady. We've got an opening for a pretty thing like you. Are you interested?
So we can accept or decline. Let's decline.
Fair enough. But if you ever want to earn some extra gold, you know we have a place for you.
Okay. Speak to Grope again.
Well, hello,
Okay,
Talk
same
to-
dialogue. Let's speak to
Hello
Miss
there,
Minch.
young lady. We've got an opening for a pretty thing like you. Are you interested?
I think it's
Fair
the same
enough.
dialogue if we decline. Alright, so we'll just accept.
Hello there.
So, yes, we would like to become a working girl.
Well, my eyesight isn't too good these days, but you seem to match our requirements. You can earn money by talking to the visitors. And I'm sure old Grope would like to sample you too. He always likes to play with the new girls.
Okay.
Sire.
Well, don't just stand there. Go earn some money. Well,
Okay, so that's all she says. And
Well,
old Grope
you
here.
do have the loveliest skin. Oh, just look at that heavenly ginger top. It's just like in my dreams.
Do you want to participate in the intimate act of love with Grope? Receive 1,000 gold. No.
Oh, playing hard to get, are you? Even better. Oh, yes.
It's too funny.
Such
So you can
Wow.
accept,
Oh,
and we will at some point just to show you, but I'll save it before I do that.
oh,
So I don't
playing
want to
hard
lock
to
that
get.
choice in. He also has different dialogue if you have a beard and a moustache. And I'll show that off as well. But let's speak to some of the other girls around here. We'll start with Polly.
Look, love, this punter's mine. Get out the way.
So that's all she'll say now that we're a working girl and we're dressed like one. But if we take off our wig or change our outfit to something else, then she'll treat us like a hero again.
Look, love, this punter's mine.
But that's all she'll say.
Dawdling. You won't
And
get any
I think
indeed.
Amelia's the next one, right? Next one up.
I really don't have time to talk to you. Old Grope doesn't like it when we're not earning.
Yeah,
I
so that's
really
all,
don't have time
all
to talk
she says. And then Lucretia.
You know, if you want to get information out of Grope, you don't need to sleep with him. Just get him drunk. You know,
If only I'd spoken to her and realised that when I played through the lost chapters, but anyway.
Old Grope might let his guard down with a new girl like you. He might speak if you seduce him, but you'll have to look right. Old Grope.
boss not like Hedwig. Boss like you better. Boss not like...
So that's all the dialogue from the girls when you're also a girl. The guard also has unique dialogue.
Huh, you're one strange looking lady. Guess you're here for the specialist customers. Huh.
And that's all the dialogue he has for that. Also, I should mention, no one here has dialogue for if you smack them, like if you hit them. Like none of the unique characters, there's no unique dialogue or anything. If you do it enough times, you'll just... you can hit them once without any repercussion, which is weird, but if you do it enough times, you'll get a fine from the guards, which you can just pay off. So,
Blah! Ooh, you were really not my type, darling.
so each of these three archetypes now have dialogue for you dressed up as a lady. And they have dialogue for when they are rejecting you, like this trader archetype is. And they also have dialogue for when they're interested. And dialogue for when you reject them when they want to sleep with you, which is quite funny. So we'll try to show that off. Now, it seems to be completely randomly generated. Their comments suggest that if you change your attractiveness or your scariness and tinker with that or remove your tattoos or something, that they, they'll think you're a woman and find you attractive. That's not the case. It just seems to be random. I did try tinkering with all that. Didn't lead to anything. Let's speak to him.
Ah, yeah.
he's still arriving.
Back to what I do best. These girls won't know what hit them. I got a bag of gold. I'm gonna show these beauties what a real man is like. Oh, yeah. Ah, yeah.
So that's the barber arrival dialogue.
Whoa, scum alive! Look at the state of you! This place is really going downhill. Oh, no offense, but you look horrible, sweetheart. Go and tidy yourself up a bit, there's a good lass.
So yeah, tidy yourself up a bit. Doesn't actually do anything. Like removing your tattoos or putting on hairstyles and beards and moustaches that make you quote unquote more attractive or less scary or both doesn't do anything.
You were really
Because I've tested it. It's nothing to do with your attractiveness. We're already at plus 83, but even if it was plus 100 and scariness was minus 100, doesn't make a difference.
Whoa, scum!
So that's all the trader archetypes dialogue when you're dressed as a lady. Speak to
I'm not usually
Shy
this
Guy.
forward, but
Okay, so Shy Guy's up for it.
Better to do. Perhaps we could, you know.
What do I know? Sleep with this gentleman and receive 200 gold. I'm going to decline.
That's all right. I'm used to women rejecting me.
Just because I want to show the dialogue of
There is
when
an
you decline.
important quest card at the guild for you.
This is very embarrassing, but I really, really like you. I have some money. Oh well, I understand. I suppose I'm not man enough for you. I've never beheld such an angel as you. Would you grant me the pleasure of your company? It figures. I can't get women to like me, even when I pay them. I'm not usually this
Alright, so that's all his
but
dialogue for
if you have
being
nothing
interested.
better to do,
And I think that's all his
That's
dialogue
all
for when
right.
you reject him. I'll just save here, because like I said, I don't really want to keep some of these decisions, but I'll just show you what happens when you accept.
very embarrassing, but
You do get 200 gold,
marvelous. Marvelous.
and he has different dialogue for when you accept, I think. I've also heard a line where he says, "Be gentle with me." There's no dialogue in this cutscene, and there's no dialogue after the fact either. The screen just goes black, and
It's been an
he says
unforgettable
one of the lines he
experience.
says when
It really has.
when he's leaving the bordello anyway, and then if you speak to him again,
And now, to brave those
it's his
dark,
exit dialogue.
dangerous
So once he
days
sleeps
one
with you, he
day,
just leaves
I can
immediately. You
build
can't
up the
just keep
courage
sleeping
to
with him
come
to earn
back.
money. I think in the lost chapters you
Please,
probably could, and they might have
please.
fixed that in Anniversary, because there was something on the wiki which said that people would just sleep with these dudes repeatedly to make money.
It's been an
Not that you need to
And
do that
now,
in this
maybe
version
one
with the
day,
trader
I can
menu
build up
trick.
the courage.
The guard also doesn't
You
say
look a
anything
little
interesting. He
exhausted
just says
after
the
this,
same
sir.
line. And if you dress back up in your dress, which you'll need to do because no one will think that we're a lady anymore because we took our dress off. But if you dress back up in your dress, the guard doesn't say anything different either. He says the same line that we saw earlier.
You're once.
One of those strange looking ladies here for the specialist customers. The only thing that changes from doing that is that in your stats, obviously you sleep with one more person, so it goes up from whatever it is to one more, but your sexuality also will change to bisexual. And if you haven't slept with any women, then it will change to homosexual.
You are one fine piece
Oh,
of woman,
okay.
and I should know. Now come to Papa.
There you go, the barber archetype is interested as well.
You could have had a great story to tell your grandchildren, but that boat has sailed. Well, well, aren't you just the cutest little thing? What you say I teach you the meaning of heaven? You just missed out on the ride of your life.
Take it carefully now.
You look like a lady who knows how to handle a sword. Let's go upstairs, shall we? You're lost, baby. You are one fine piece of
Alright, so that's all his dialogue. I'll just see if the
You
chap
could have
next
had
to
a
him.
great...
Oh, no offense,
No.
but you look horrible.
Trader archetype,
sweetheart.
not interested.
Blah.
Well, well, aren't you just...
Alright, let's accept his offer then.
Four. Fantastic. Let's get it on.
What perfect comedic timing of the camera zoom on that hideous
Well, I feel sorry
face.
for the ladies, but I can't stay forever.
Alright, so that's barber archetype leaving now.
A man has to make a
Yep,
living. And that-
barbershop won't
well,
run
I feel
itself.
Oh, yeah. A man...
Alright,
Come on, look sexy. I don't care if you're tired of standing up.
so let's chuck on the... Maybe it's based on each dress. Maybe they're randomly selected to prefer a particular type of dress. So maybe if we speak to that trader archetype wearing the dark dress, he'll change his tune. Because I've tried other things like changing, like being clean shaven, putting on beards, taking off all of your tattoos. At one point I thought the Shy Guy wanted you to be middlingly attractive and minus 100 scary, because he kept saying, oh, you're a bit too intimidating for me. And I thought, oh, okay, maybe he's intimidated because we're too attractive. And I thought, oh, maybe no, he's intimidated because we're not negative scary enough. But it's none of that has any bearing on it. It could just be random.
I'm sorry, but you're a bit intimidating.
That's the line that confused me about the Shy Guy archetype. So this is when the Shy Guy is, I guess, heterosexual and not interested at all.
You're very nice. No, really. It's just that I'm tired. And broke. And I really have to leave now. Maybe next time? Sorry.
So that's all the Shy Guy dialogue then. And that's the barbershop archetype. So this chap...
Oh, back to the real world now.
Oh, he's going home.
I tell you. Hey, better go home to home. Oh, better go home.
Alright, okay. Alright, fair enough. Alright, I guess we'll sleep with Grope then. Because I'll reload a lot of this anyway.
Well, you do have the...
Oh no, I wanted to show the dialogue for when
playing
Grope
hard.
sees you with a beard or a moustache. So we'll go to Bowerstone South. And I'll just chuck on a moustache first. And funnily enough, having a moustache doesn't seem to have an impact on whether or not the customers are interested or not. Like I said, it's completely random, so you can have whatever tattoos you want, you can have whatever hairstyles and facial hair you want. It really doesn't alter it. Alright, let's chuck on a moustache. We'll chuck on the working moustache.
You're good enough to battle in the arena.
There you go. Got a little mistake. You can barely see it actually. But if we go back to the bordello now, Mr. Grope will have a unique line of dialogue. He doesn't have any dialogue for if you're really attractive or really ugly though, or really scary. I've not noticed any alteration for those parameters.
Mighty Avo, a lady with a moustache. That's not really my kind of thing.
Yeah, so he also won't sleep with you as well. You need to be clean shaven before he's interested. So who's this? Is that the...
Ah, yeah, back to it.
Okay, that's the barber archetype.
I'm gonna... Oh, please turn away. You're gonna spoil my appetite.
So this is the barber if he's not interested in us.
I know they have to cater for everything here, but they could at least put a bag over your head.
A bag?
What are you trying to do? Scare away all the hot virile men such as me? Put your face in a bucket. Oh, please turn.
Alright, and this is
Ooh,
Trader archetype again.
Whoa, Scum alive. Oh, no offense, but you look hot.
Scum alive.
Scum alive. Look at this.
So let's see if we change dresses, if that makes a difference. Let's go to the regular dress. I don't think it does. I think it's based on the sexuality of the villager, which is randomized. That's my suspicion, without digging into the files or knowing any of the back-end stuff of the game.
No offense.
Yeah, still not interested. Still not interested. Alright, what if we switch to the bright dress? The last option that we can choose anyway. Where is it? The bright dress, there it is. Take off the shoes, otherwise no one will realise. Or everyone will realise, I suppose, actually. Yep.
What are you trying to do? Scare away?
Yep. Same dialogue. Okay. And looks like this should be the Shy Guy archetype. There's only ever one of each type.
No, really?
He's still not interested. Alright, let's go chuck a beard on as well. Oh, it could have been, I suppose. Maybe it is because facial hair. I don't know. But previously I hadn't noticed facial hair making any difference. Like, even when I'd had moustache and beard. Didn't seem to matter, so... Alright, let's chuck a beard on. Any beard, doesn't matter which. Put on the regular beard,
You're
sure.
good enough to battle in the arena.
There we go, Beauty of the Beast achievement, because we've hit 100 attractiveness, I think. Which is funny. There's also an achievement for hitting 100 scariness. Plus 100 attractiveness, there you go.
Oh, please turn away.
I'm sorry.
The white
But you're a bit intimidating.
I'm not seeing any seduction.
Whoa!
Alright, so none of them are interested. But let's see Grope's dialogue now.
Well, you may be wearing a lovely dress, but the beard is a bit of a downer.
Alright, back to Bowerstone. And we will shave off the beard. And the moustache. Where is it? Clean shave.
You're good enough to battle in the arena. Hooray!
Back to the bordello. Now, it did take me a while to test removing the tattoos as well, because we bought the Knothole Glade tattooist, but we haven't rented it out, so there's no tattooist there, so I had to go into the Witchwood Forest areas and find one,
Oh, no offense, but
which took a little bit of time.
Good to see you.
Is this the...
And now,
Yeah, that's the Shy Guy leaving.
it's be...
I know they have to.
At least put a bag over your head. Alright, let's sleep with Grope.
Smiling ladies, you're entertainers, remember?
Remaster.
Oh, I wanted to show one other thing as well, before I forget. Before I do that. There's a portrait of presumably a hero type character wearing the pimp hat. It's the only one in this area that I have been able to find anyway. And probably the only one in the game. Because this whole area was added in the Lost Chapters version of the game.
Skin. Oh, just look at that heavenly ginger top. It's just like in my dreams.
Alright. Let's participate in the intimate act of love with Grope.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
That's horrible. Oh, he's even got awful hair. I didn't realize his hair was that terrible. Not that that makes a difference.
Aren't you a
Not that him having a
feisty
better
one?
haircut would be preferable.
You've done this before, haven't you? It might be the beer talking, but I think I love you. Yes, that's it. Oh, that was quite a workout. I think I need to lie down.
Alright, so you get a bit of funny dialogue there.
Steal the bordello from under my nose, do? Well,
And then he reveals the secret anyway.
you won't get far without the deeds.
Look how stupid the hero looks.
And I've got those in a safe place. Oh, no, I think of looking for them there. I'm under the old tree down by the lake. Where did you learn those moves? Perhaps we could do this again sometime.
Alright, does he have anything to say? Does he recognize we're a hero now?
Welcome,
Ah, okay, he thinks we're a new customer.
The name's Grope. We have the finest. So long as you got the gold, you can. One last thing.
Alright,
So instead
what if we've read all that before, what if I put the dress back on? And then take the shoes off. Where is it? Redhead wig? Let's see.
Well,
Oh, he'll go for it again. Does he have the same dialogue?
Ooh, that's good.
No, different dialogue. Interesting. Someone put a lot of effort into this. But, oh, shorter dialogue. Okay, and then he still reads out the, So you can get 1,000 gold from sleeping with him repeatedly. There you go.
Come on, up the pace. Money, money, money. Get him in and...
Totally not worth it, but for a horrible experience. But interesting. I think we've probably plumbed the depths now of not only depravity, but also all the dialogue. Oh no, we didn't get the
Oh, better go up.
he's going home. We didn't get any dialogue from the trader archetype
You're very
being
nice.
up for it, I think.
No, really.
Have a good day.
So maybe we'll see, wait and see if we get anything like that.
Old Grove might.
We could go dig up the deeds as well.
You killed the legendary White Balverine. The arena is the place.
It's funny because, like, they recognize that you're a hero, but not when you speak to them. But they make comments about us killing the White Balverine and that sort of thing. So we can stay as the boss.
No, dawdling. You won't make any money standing up.
Well, oh.
Alright, so he doesn't have any dialogue if we have the deeds.
Boss not like...
Golly,
Boss not...
I don't know if we can
really
still
don't
be
have
a
to-
working girl if we,
You've got the deeds. Does that mean we're finally rid of old Grope? Oh, this is wonderful.
What? Huh? How did you find it? It was perfectly hidden. This place meant everything to me, and now you've ruined it. Why, if you weren't quite such an imposing hero, I'd show
Imposing.
you a thing or two. Well, I hope it rots and drops off.
I just noticed his
Well,
shirt at the back has
I
like
suppose
two
that makes you the
skeleton
new
hands
proprietor, then.
sticking up the fingers.
Well,
Okay, so she's, even though we're the owner, she still
always makes more gold. You want me to...
she still thinks we're a working girl. But now
advantage of Hedwig.
Hello.
now the working girls think we're the owner. They recognize us as the owner.
aren't you a lovely sport?
Ah, this is the
Well,
trader
You
archetype.
know, my wife doesn't understand my needs. Fancy earning a little something? Oh, the pretty ones is always so fussy.
And what about this chap?
Oh, please turn away. You're gonna spoil my appetite. I know they have to keep... What are you
That's
trying
the
to...
barber archetype there.
Bless my eyes, what a gorgeous sight you are. Please tell me you're available.
It's terrible.
That's a shame. I think we would have been great together. What? I've always dreamed of a girl like you. What do you say we go upstairs and woo woo, baby? Yeah, I suppose you are a bit out of my league.
Alright, and if we accept...
Oh, the wonderful. Bless my eyes, what? Excellent. I know I won't be sorry.
You might be. Oh, jeez.
Oh, better go home to Mrs. before she gets angry.
Alright. Now, let's see if we turn the place into a women's refuge. If those archetype chaps have any different dialogue. I'll need to wait until they're all in the bordello house, though.
Oh, please turn... Enjoy the rest of the day, sir.
There's one out here.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Ah, there is an important quest card at the guild for
Back
you.
to the real world now. Hey, better go home.
Heard all that dialogue.
Once more, well met.
And all the girls have different dialogue as well.
Hello. I
When you
suppose you're
own
just
the
like old Grope.
when you own the bordello. Different dialogue for when you reject and different dialogue for when you accept. I can't remember if last episode we showed that, so we might do that again when we reload.
Yes.
But let's wait until
Wow.
a patron comes, because I just want to see if he has different dialogue for when we turn it into a refuge. Oh, where has he gone?
And now,
So he's leaving.
I know they have to...
He's just arrived. This chap's just arriving as well.
maybe one.
Hey, if my wife finds out I'm here again, she'll kill me. Somehow, this place feels more like home Then home. I could do with waking up next to a beautiful woman for once. Hey, if...
Alright, so that's all the trader archetype arrival dialogue. I don't know if I'd heard that before, to be honest. It's all blending together.
Hello, sire.
Let's wait for him to come up to the bordello. And then we'll speak to Madam Minch and turn it into a women's refuge.
I would not allow that filthy... I might have...
No.
I am...
Didn't want to speak to you. Wanted to speak to this
Whoa,
chap. Alright, so he's not impressed. Madam Minch. Oh, she doesn't recognize us. So let's take the wig off.
Hello, sir. I know it.
Yep, turn it into a refuge. Yes. Alright, now let's speak to this chap.
It's been an...
Same exit dialogue?
Hey, better go. Oh, better go.
Alright.
Oh, back.
And now...
Ah, that was rent, I guess, from owning the bordello. So no different dialogue for when... Oh, can we get that?
A man has to make a living. Well,
Yeah.
it feels...
Alright, so they have no different dialogue when it becomes a refuge. They just leave. Interesting. Alright, let's reload. I think we've heard all the dialogue now. Pretty much, anyway. There's some slightly different dialogue for when the fellas accept, but not worth bothering with. None of this was worth bothering with, to be honest. I was just curious. Alright. So we haven't... Let me just check. We haven't slept with any fellas yet. We certainly won't sleep with Grope or any others. Hello, Grope.
Well, you do have the loveliest skin. Oh, just look at that heavenly ginger top. It's just like in my dreams.
We'll keep dreaming, Mr. Grope. It's a no.
Oh, playing hard to get, are you? Even better. Oh, yes. Stay within the law.
Well.
Alright, I think we've heard all this dialogue.
Look, love.
Yes.
I really don't have time to talk.
Okay, cool. Let's get Grope drunk and get the deeds to this place.
The white Balverine is slain.
Yes.
You should fight in the arena.
I should fight in the arena, but probably not dressed like this. Let's chuck our Will User's outfit back on.
You are wonderful.
And you are...
You are not...
Alright.
You
Sleep
too.
any of them. Let's buy the alcohol.
Many greetings, chum. Ready to help?
Is he not going to trade with me?
Some scallywags trade between the shops to earn
Smiling
themselves
ladies,
gold, you know.
Alright, hang on. I'm hitting trade. It ain't trading.
Ready to
There we
help?
go. Alright. Let's buy all the beer from him. A skin full of foaming beer. Share with friends or drink alone. Either way, you're guaranteed to enjoy yourself.
Some scallywags trade between the shops to earn
And we'll
themselves
pass
gold,
it
you
to Grope here.
Ah, lovely ice cold beer. You're a good man. Ah, another beer. Just what I wanted. Another beer. That's the stuff. Oh, how many is this? 4? Ha! I haven't felt this good in years. You are the best customer I have ever had, sir.
Oh, I'm saying.
6? My Tiago, I never feel too well. I think I'm heading upstairs for a nap, my good sir.
Very well. Have your nap. I shall join you and supervise your napping.
Oh, it's you, boss. Everything all right?
I think I've had a few too many.
Better get you to bed. Sleep it off. Can you manage him, hero?
Sure can.
All right then. In you go.
You can steal the bordello from under my nose, do? Well, you won't get far without the deeds. And I've got those in a safe place. Oh, no one will think of looking for them there. I'm under the old tree down by the lake. Oh, my head. Must have drunk me a whole keg of ale. I just hope I wasn't talking in my sleep again.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Oh, welcome, valued customer. We have the finest entertainers in all. So long as you got the gold, you can solve one
I've
last
read all
thing.
this before.
Watch out for old Madame. Oh, so instead of I nearly fell for it once, but she won't.
Well, you fell for it
Oh,
with me.
we have so long. One last. Oh, so it's I nearly fell.
Anyway.
Sorry, sir. You can't come up unless you're in the company of a lady. Or you are one. See what I mean?
Oh, interesting. I think he did that because I spoke to Grope. If I hadn't spoken to Grope after getting him drunk, I could have just walked down without an issue.
Come on, up the pace. Money, money, money. Get him in and out, quick.
He's coming down, isn't he? Yeah, he's slowly stumbling down. He's still pretty drunk by the looks of it.
We have a position for a young.
Alright, let's go dig up the deeds.
I don't think I'll go for head.
I had a girlfriend once.
I'm a love.
Yeah, so that's all 3 archetypes there. Dig up that deed. The deeds to the bordello, very good. Hello.
We have to find so long.
So I think he's always gonna say that
So
dialogue
one
now.
last thing.
Interesting.
So it's I need.
Golly, yes.
Hmm. Or maybe it's is he not back in his position? He is now.
Oh,
No.
we so one love. So it's I.
Peculiar.
Oh, we have so one love. So it's I.
Interesting. Alright. Speak to Madam Minch.
You've got the deeds. Does that mean we're finally rid of old Grope? Oh, this is wonderful.
What? Huh? How did you find it? It was perfectly hidden. This place meant everything to me, and now you've ruined it. Why, if you weren't quite such an imposing hero, I'd show you a thing or two. Well, I hope it rots and drops off.
Well, I suppose that makes you the new proprietor then.
Alright. So we're the owner now. And we can speak to Madam
Hello,
Minch again.
I've been speaking with the girls and, well, we've had enough of this life. And now that old Grope is gone, I know it's a lot to ask, but perhaps you would consider turning this house into a refuge for fallen women?
Not just yet.
I see. The gold is more important to you than the lives of some poor women. I understand.
I could just...
Alright. And all the girls will now have different dialogue.
Hello, Governor. You want one for free then? Being me boss and all.
No.
Funny that. Old Grope never wanted to go out with me, neither. Hello, you want one
And I
for
think she actually has different dialogue for when you accept.
this way, love?
God. Even after doing the very dirty deed in this case. But
Ow! Watch what you're doing! You don't want to break anything, do you? Back to the grime for me.
Back to the grime.
No
Oh,
rest for
jeez.
Polly.
So yeah, they've got different dialogue for after the fact and before the fact when you accept or decline. I'll speak to you next.
Hello, sir. I suppose you're just like old Grope, aren't you? Think you can have us whenever you want. I guess I have no
your
choice.
lordship, we are blessed.
No.
Maybe you have more of a heart than I thought. But then, why are you running this place?
Oh, he's well named.
Oh, hello, sir. I suppose you're just...
Alright, and we'll accept.
Follow me. Whatever you say, sir. Oh, sir! Oh, that
they have
feels
different
good.
dialogue lines
Yes,
during
I know
the
I'm
act
good
as
at
well, I
this,
think,
but
by the
I
sounds
just wish
of
I
it.
could have made more out of life.
When you're the owner.
Oh, hello. I suppose
She didn't
you're
say
just
those
like
lines before. Anyway,
ma-
that's fine. Speak to the next one, Lucretia.
Are you here to take advantage of me like Grope used to do? I guess some things never change. Really? You know, you don't have to use us to make money. This could be a much better place if you were to turn it into a refuge. Are you here to take... I guess... This way, sir.
And then we'll turn it into a refuge.
Over there. Where did you learn to do that? That's
Yeah,
it,
definitely
hero.
different dialogue.
I always give the customers what they want, even if they didn't know what they wanted when they walked in.
Hooray! I would not allow that filthy grope to touch me, but I don't suppose I can stop you. I might have fallen for a hero like you anyway, if things had been different. Shall we go upstairs then? I am surprised you didn't want to try me for yourself. Perhaps you are a man of real character. I would not allow that I might have fallen. Follow me. Take me with you. Ooh, so this is what a hero feels like. I'm going to wrap myself around you like a velvet robe. I said I was the best, and now I've proven it. I've never had a disappointed customer.
So she had the same dialogue during, but not the same dialogue after.
Hedwig always makes more gold. Men go away happy with Hedwig. You want me to show you how?
No.
You not take advantage of Hedwig. You a good man. Or maybe scared man.
Yes.
Hedwig all you want. Follow Hedwig. You no stop until Hedwig say stop. You call yourself man? This not good enough. That's no good for you here. Hedwig boss here.
Ah, that's a new line.
Yeah, now you understand. Hedwig's the best, yeah?
Alright, okay. I think that's all the dialogue of note. So we can turn it into a refuge now. I don't think any of the visitors have any different dialogue.
I'm a love some lovely lady.
Yeah, none of them recognize
I
that
had
we're
a
the owner.
girlfriend once.
I fancy something different.
Alright, let's turn it into a refuge then. And be done with it.
Have you reconsidered what we spoke about yet? About turning this place into a refuge?
What if I say no?
I see.
Okay, what if I say yes?
Have you changed your mind yet about the refuge?
Yes.
What? Are you sure, sir? Once they've tasted freedom, my girls will never want to go back to being prostitutes.
Duly noted. And what if I say no now?
Perhaps you could consider it in the future.
Alright, I'll say yes. Completely this time.
Have you reconsidered what we spoke about yet?
I just wanted to
About
try all
turning
the
this
dialogue
place
paths
into a
and see all the
refuge?
dialogue. Yep, close it down.
What? Are you sure, sir?
No, I am sure. Close it down.
Oh my... Oh! Girls, you don't have to work anymore. You're free!
There you go, 100 renown.
Yes. Good.
Did we get good points for that? I don't know if we did get good points for that. Oh, we must have. We're at plus 100.
You are a true hero, sir. A true hero. You are a true hero, sir. A true hero.
Okay, so that's all she'll say.
Thank you, sir. My whole life has passed me by, but at least now I can enjoy some peace. Thank you.
Okay, same dialogue there. Speak to Amelia.
I had to drop out of school when I left home, but now I can get back to my studies. I had to drop out of school.
Okay.
We are very grateful to you. We're finding there is more to life than the lust that filled this house. We are very grateful.
Okay.
I've earned enough gold to buy my own place, but I don't know. This is my family, and here I can put the money to good use. I've earned it.
And what about Hedwig?
Hedvig, happy now. Hedvig, happy now.
Oh, well, that's heartwarming. Okay. Alright.
You are a...
I wanted
Who are
to
you?
thank you personally. I don't know what I would have done without this place.
Ah, you're one of the women seeking refuge here. Very
My
good.
stepmother poisoned my father's mind with lies, and he left me to be eaten by balverines in the forest. I wanted to thank you personally. My stepmother... I wanted to thank... My step...
Okay, I think that's all your dialogue.
Take it carefully now.
Oh, you're the one who turned this house into a refuge. You truly are a hero. My husband was executed by Lady Grey, and I barely escaped from Bowerstone myself. I've been wandering from town to town until now. Oh, my husband
Looks
was...
like they have 2 lines of dialogue each.
I wanted to thank you.
I think it's just the 2 of them at this stage. What if we dress in a dress again? Wonder if there's any dialogue for that. What's the bet that the Madam Minch will still think it's a bordello and tell us to stop standing there and make some gold? That's my guess, but let's see.
You are a
No,
true
okay, alright.
hero.
Hedvig,
I've earned enough.
Alright, so no interesting dialogue there. What about the guard upstairs? He's still there.
It's my job to protect the virtuous women of this house now.
Yeah,
It's my
good man.
job.
Alright. I think that's everything. I think we've completed
Oh, you're the one who turned this house into a refuge.
the Darkwood Bordello. Oh, here we go. Another woman here.
That's a wonderful thing you did. There has never been a place like this in Albion before. I had nowhere to go after running away from home. That's a wonderful...
Alright, that's all the dialogue there.
My stepmother...
Well, then enjoy the rest of the day, sir.
Alright. I think that's everything. I think we can chuck on our regular outfit again. And probably continue on with our journey. I think that's, yeah, I think we've completed the Darkwood Bordello 110%. Every possible line of dialogue, as far as I can tell anyway. So, yeah, there you go. Let's leave. Alright, who's this
I
one?
wanted to thank you.
Oh, yes.
My stepmother...
The stepmother Belverine one. Alright. Where to next? That's the question. We can go back to Knothole Glade. We can go to the Heroes Guild. We can go to Twin Blades Camp, Witchwood Colour Skate. Maybe we'll go to Bowerstone and donate a few books to the school. And then maybe wrap the episode up there, and then next episode we'll do the arena. Alright, I'll just have to sleep.
Ah, there is an important quest card at the guild for you.
You need a drink, my friend.
Maybe I do need a drink, Murray. Maybe I do.
Looking to hire a swordsman.
But he's gone and disappeared on me. Where did he go? Oh, he's up here.
Oh, ready to
Give me a
help.
drink, Murray. Give me a beer. 5 beers.
Some scallywags trade between the shops to earn themselves gold, you know.
Hooray!
Hello, Robin. I don't think he's at the school yet. Oh, that was a weak kick. That was a weak kick. That was a better kick. Do we have any trophies to show off? Oh, the Balverine head. We haven't done that one yet. I suppose we could do that. Is that all the little sprogs? I think that's all them. Alright. Oh, almost missed these two.
Looking to hire a swordsman.
19? Cool. That's everyone. We just need the trader and the tailor.
May I help, or are you
Fantastic. 21,630 renown.
Oh,
Not bad.
yes.
I think that was the only new trophy we have. The blood-soaked head of a white Balverine. I think all the other ones we've showed off. Yeah, showed off that one. Hob head. We'd showed that one off, hadn't we? Yep. I think we've done all of them. Alright, awesome, very good. So the only quest that's on our radar that we can do at the moment actually is the arena. Can't do Trader Massacre until after we beat the base game, for reasons explained in previous episodes. We could continue donating books, of course. Oh, I had completely forgotten to read the book that Teresa gave us, and her letter, which presumably is somewhere in here. What was the name of the book? Teresa's letter. Dear brother, I have always known we were special, and now I have found proof. This book tells of a bloodline from the days of the Old Kingdom, and its connection to a sword powerful enough to rule the world. A bloodline Mother belonged to, I am certain. A bloodline you and I belong to as well. Perhaps with your eyes you will understand it better than I do. I speak to the pages, but they don't speak back, Teresa. Oh, I think I had read that. But had I read the bloodline? I don't know. Though the Old Kingdom vanished centuries ago, pieces of it remain scattered throughout Albion. The Guild, in its magnificent glory, ruined architectural corpses, dark and unholy secrets throbbing beneath the earth. Wait, what? Though the Old Kingdom vanished centuries ago, pieces of it remain... Oh, okay, these are the pieces which remain scattered throughout Albion. The Guild, in its magnificent glory, that's the first piece, ruined architectural corpses, and dark and unholy secrets throbbing beneath the earth. But more survives than stone and magic, for there is still among us the living legacy of the kingdom itself, a lineage that is connected with all that made the kingdom great and somehow ended up destroying it. Whether they are the descendants of Archon himself, or of the makers of the sword, or perhaps of those who managed to extinguish its power, it is not known. Though generations separate them from the days of the fall, there walk today survivors of this bloodline, and an ancient power courses through their veins. They may live as heroes, or they may hide among the masses, but their link to the sword wielded by Archon himself, the Sword of Aeons, is confirmed in all the documents I have unearthed. If I can find the living descendants of this bloodline, I may be able to uncover what happened to the sword. I have to wait for it to scroll down again. Annoyingly. Fantastic console port. Well done, Microsoft. Or whoever made this. Well, they published it, so they're responsible for it, I'm sure. Or at least they own the IP anyway. If I can find the living descendants of this bloodline, I may be able to uncover what happened to the sword, and perhaps the days of the old kingdom can be restored. There is one to whom all the signs direct me. Though she lives a quiet life now, she has done much to mark her as the one, and now the bloodline continues through her children. It doesn't stay at the bottom for long enough. Ancient power courses through their veins. They may live as heroes, or they may hide among the masses, but their link to the sword wielded by Archon himself, the Sword of Aeons, is confirmed in all the documents I've unearthed. Though she lives a quiet life now, she has done much to mark her as the one, and now the bloodline continues through her children, a son and a daughter, and the power that lives on in her will be passed on to them one day. Okay. Interesting. And that sounds like that's our bloodline. Hello, Mr. Gout.
Ah, hello again. Have you found any interesting reading material? Ah,
I have.
Balverine Slayer. Ah, my father used to read Scarlet Robe's adventures to me every night.
Oh, good stuff. Do you want to give the Balverine Slayer? No.
Oh dear. The children were so looking forward to it.
No, I'll give you that one.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to part with that book now, would you?
Actually, have I read that one?
Let's see what else we can find in here, then. What's this? The Pale Balverine? I hope it doesn't give them nightmares.
No, not going to part with that one either.
Come back if you change your mind.
What was that book? Pale Balverine, I've read that one. The Scarlet Robe one. Had I read that one? Balverine Slayer. This book is a worshipful, some say exaggerated history of Knothole Glade's most famous Balverine Slayer, Scarlet Robe. It tells the story of her first encounter with one of the beasts, and at the tender age of 15, when she astounded... What? In the tender age of 15. She astounded... Must have been at the tender age of 15. When she... I think I did read this. When she astounded Knothole Glade's elder warriors by killing a particularly fierce Balverine, using only a piece of wood. It goes on to give a detailed account of her stay with the Heroes Guild, her pivotal role in the Great Balverine Extermination Battle, and her triumph in the arena.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to part with that book now, would you?
Sure. Take it.
Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn. There was once a lord who thought himself good with an arrow, until people saw that his lies ran right through to his marrow. Many months in the cells of Bargate he spent, plotting his redemption. And once he was free, he hunted all evil without exception. One day he met his match, a foul and mighty Balverine. He did not die from its bite, but his curse was obscene. He became one of those creatures, and pale as snow was his fur. To kill him came then a red-caped woman, a true connoisseur. A silver arrow pierced his blackened heart and sent him to his grave. And so he died in infamy, without the acceptance he craved.
Fantastic retelling.
Ah, hello again. Have you found any interesting reading material? A little macabre, perhaps, but the tale of Maxley could teach some of our pupils a valuable lesson. It lifts one's spirits to see a hero take such a keen interest in education. There once lived a hob, and Maxley was his name. He was that rarest of hobs, one with a brain. Making his bed in a stream wasn't for him. He'd rather live in a village, there among men. One day he decided to travel to town. He slew a great noble and put on his gown. In Bowerstone by all was he complimented, And though short of stature, he stood proud and erected. Goodness. But Maxley forgot what he was and grunted hello. And when the men heard his voice, all they did know. They called out for guards, who lopped off his head. It stuck on a spike, dumb and ugly and dead. So when you're about to open your mouth, remember Maxley the Hob. For it's better to be thought an idiot than to be killed by a mob. You have a donation there, Hero?
I do.
Volume 2 of The Creatures of Albion. Could prove useful in our biology lessons.
Go for it. I've read all of those now.
Thank you, Hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use.
I hope I haven't locked him out from taking the Balverine Slayer, though.
Now, let us turn to Volume 2 of The Creatures of Albion. Trolls are an ancient race formed from the rock and soil in which they were born. They have the strength of many men and can withstand all but the mightiest of blows. Get too close, and they will jump onto the ground with such force that the shockwaves can shatter a man's bones. But trolls are also slow, lumbering creatures and rarely move. So, if ever you see one, your best hope is to run away. If you're lucky, you won't be crushed to death by the boulders they throw after you.
Cool.
Hello again. You found any interesting reading material? Could you spare the northern wastes? Children would stand to learn a little more geography.
Sure, go for it. Hopefully the Balverine Slayer just went to the
don't you
bottom
stay
of the
and
list
listen,
of books he
Hero?
asks for.
It's never too late to learn. Do any of you know what lies beyond the 9 seas? Yes?
The Northern Wastes.
Well done, Sue. Legends say that Jack of Blades first appeared there, and that it was the home of a mighty empire. Today, its ancient cities are buried deep beneath the ice. But there are still some who believe the empire will rise again, and that the people of the Northern Wastes will awaken when Albion is united once more. Even teachers need to sleep sometime, you know. Perhaps you could call round tomorrow. Got some books for me, Hero? Why don't you bring them round during school hours? Got some books?
Alright. Let's come back, I suppose. Just live in this briefly just to sleep. I'll take that back as well. In fact, don't really even need to rent this out. Just sleep until morning or night. And then I'll rent it out again. Almost onto the roof there. I think freeing the bordello, like, I'm just looking at our alignment now. Our alignment is so good that I think we can... Oh, it's only plus 59. I thought it was more than that. I think the menu here is a bit buggy, though, I have to say. But let's put on... I think we can upgrade from the Will User's outfit to the Will User's Bright outfit, which we have the hat for, too. Oh, and there we go. That gave us the Beauty or the Beast achievement there. It must have increased our attractiveness, I guess. There you go. Plus 100 alignment and attractiveness. Very good. Alright, is teacher back at the school yet? No, he's still on his way up. There he is.
Do you have a donation there, hero? Why,
I
that's
do.
The Creatures of Albion, Volume 1. A perfect way to learn natural sciences.
Indeed it is. Take it.
It lifts one's spirits to see a hero take such a keen interest in education.
I'm gonna be your assistant.
Today, we'll be studying Volume 1 of The Creatures of Albion. Now, who here knows what screamers are? I bet you've never heard one, though, have you? That's because they stay away from the towns. But out in the countryside, it's a rather different story. And you can sometimes hear them crying out in the night. Their scream can pierce even the bravest of men's hearts. Hearing it will not just chill you to the bone, but sap your energy too. According to the sage Richard Phillips, they feed upon the life force of men, sucking out their souls. Either way, if you ever see one, you'll soon end up like them, screaming.
Ominous.
Any books for us today, hero? Well, there's The Repentant Alchemist, but I'm not sure it's really suitable reading for children.
No, take it.
All right, then. I'll give it a try.
It's on 25 years have I tended this inn, not knowing my wife was living in sin. For while I served the townsfolk ale by day, at night my wife served them in another way. But soon they'll regret leading her astray. When next they sip my ale, it will be their lives that pay. He who hath slept with my love will die at its taste. Then I shall see if any among them can call themselves chaste.
Thank you, Billy. I think that's enough for today.
Yes!
Alright.
Any books for us today, hero?
Yes.
The Windbreaker rule book. Avo alone knows what would happen if the children got hold of this.
Oh, let's give it to them then.
All right, then. I'll give it a try.
Oh, oops, click.
Today, we will be reading from the Windbreaker rule book. Perhaps the gentleman who gave us this book could demonstrate the benefits of its teachings himself. Yes. I see. Well, that was most edifying. But I really don't... Oh, dear Lord. Something must have crawled up inside him and died. Shit! Please, mind your language in front of the children. Oh dear, I knew this was a mistake. Do you have a donation there, hero? What that you have there? Ugly guy?
All the kids are burping.
This snotty lot needs no help in that area. Oh, don't tell their parents I said that.
Yeah, take the ugly guy.
I suppose it can't do any harm. Today's lesson is from the Ugly Guide. Though clearly, this hero has never practiced its teachings. Now, what do you think makes a person look ugly?
Having stupid hair.
That's right. Certain haircuts can make a person less attractive, as can some forms of facial hair, especially on a woman. Any other ideas?
Eating too much.
Very good. That's why everybody in Albion has such a perfect waistline. From the greatest hero to the lowliest beggar. Except for Jenna from Orchard Farm, of course. She used to be but a slip of a girl, but now... that woman certainly likes her cider. Anyway, that concludes our lesson for today.
Remaster, it's you!
You have a donation there, hero. I suppose you are not a bad person. Might come in useful one day. I really hope the children won't need its advice, though.
Take it.
Suppose it can't do any harm. Today, we will be looking at You Are Not a Bad Person. It seems this hero has studied the book in great depths already. But perhaps one of you can tell me how you can make yourself less scary.
Wear a pretty dress.
That's right. A person's clothes say a lot about them. And wandering around town dressed in dark leather or chainmail can frighten people. Any other ideas?
Don't wear anything at all.
Well, that might make you look more silly than scary. I'm not too sure men running around naked inspire much confidence. Perhaps we should see what the book has to say on this matter.
One more donation.
Yes, the raising of Oakvale is a fascinating topic. This book may be a little graphic for children their age, don't you think?
No.
I've heard
Let them read up.
call you that.
All right, then. I'll give it a try. Today, we'll be reading from The Oakvale Raid. Some of you may find what you're about to hear disturbing. I was playing with my teddy bear Rosie when the bandits attacked. The kind boy from up the road had just rescued her from my brother. I didn't know then I would never see them again. It was the screaming that told me they were coming, and I hid under an old cart. From there, I saw the bandits kill all my friends and burn everything I called home. I wanted to help them, but I was so scared I couldn't move. Maybe we should finish this book some other time. In 10, 15 years, perhaps? Got some books for me, hero?
Running out of books here now, I think. Surely only have a handful left. We still got quite a few. I'm hoping he'll still take Balverine Slayer, and we just haven't, he just hasn't gotten around to asking for it. But I don't know. Let's wait for them all to arrive again.
Ha ha!
There is an important quest card at the guild for you.
And I will get around to it, Guildmaster. I am just finishing off some miscellaneous quests. Book collection, fishing competition we've done, Chapel of Scorn we're not going to do, hidden booty hunt we need more stuff, chicken kicking we've done, collecting the hero dolls we've done that, haven't we? We've got a few of them, we haven't got all of them, we can't get all of them anyway for a while. Temple of Light I'm not worried about, Sword in the Stone, we need to upgrade our strength stats more before we can do that one unfortunately. Alright. Teacher's on his way. Let's go speak to him now.
Ah, hello again. Have you found any interesting reading material?
I have.
Eyes of a Killer? Yes, well, strictly speaking, we try not to raise any murderers in our school.
No, they need to know how to look out for
Suppose it can't
killers
do any
based on their eyes. I don't know.
Now, I really hope none of you follow the teachings of this book, but nevertheless, you should learn to recognize the signs of evil. There are many ways a person can instill fear in others, such as covering one's body in tattoos and wearing dark clothes. But a truly scary person is able to express his evilness through actions alone. Let's see how this works. A hero. Would you regale us with an evil sneer, perhaps? Yeah. Yes. Very effective. Now, according to this book, you can also make yourself scary by performing terrible crimes, such as killing innocents. But I think we'll leave that chapter for another day.
He's a good voice actor, this guy, actually, for this
Now
role.
then, class, let's all say thank you to the nice hero.
Are you Master? What? Just You're just a big scaredy cat. You're scaredy cat. Scaredy cat. Not Otto. That hero scared me so bad.
You'd be scared of him too if you weren't such a meaty's head. Didn't you see the look in his eyes?
What? He has the eyes of a killer.
You won't laugh so much when he kills you.
Then I'll come back and
That was a funny little interaction. It's so hard to hear the interactions after reading the books, though. I don't think all of the books have cause interactions between the students. Some of them do, though, but it's so hard to hear them because all the other kids won't shut up. They keep cheering.
Any books for us today, hero? I'm sure the tale of Twin Blade is quite interesting, but I'm not sure a bandit is a good role model for other people.
No.
I suppose it can't do any harm. Twin Blade was once a great hero. A giant of a man, his swords were feared throughout Albion. But at the height of his fame, he abandoned the guild, deciding he had no need to earn gold through quests. He could simply take it. And so, he left for the woods and became a bandit. Over the years, he united the feuding bandit clans until he became their king. He built a vast fortified camp, hidden near Oakvale, and plundered the passing traders as he desired. He was as renowned and feared as he ever was, and now had no guild constraints to hold him back.
Sir, what happened to Twin Blade?
He was defeated in a duel by this brave hero who spared his life. But no king can face such a defeat and keep his crown, not even among bandits.
Interesting. I wonder if there's surely different dialogue if you kill him, but I wonder if there's different dialogue if you haven't yet faced him as well.
Ah, hello again. Have you found any interesting reading material? Scorm's teeth. That's the Guild of Zeros. I thought your guild had every copy of the book banned, along with its author. All right, then. I'll give it a try. The Journal of Bloody Nose. Zero in training. Day 14. This week, we've been developing our stealth skills by playing hide and seek. Knowing how to run and hide from your enemies is an important skill for any Zero, says Days. He seems to be a master of the art, It took us all day to find him after he teleported away. Eventually, we heard his cries and found him wedged inside a hollow tree in the Academy woods. He wasn't at all happy that it took us so long to find him, but he decided to test our hiding skills next. We must be really good at it, because we've been out here in the woods for 2 days now. He still hasn't found us. Hello again. What's this? The sock method? Yes, well, perhaps when they're a little older, don't you think?
I don't know. Start them young, why not? I don't know.
I think that's wise, hero.
What's the sock method about again? I think it was a raunchy book from memory.
Let's turn to the sock method.
Yeah, okay, maybe when they are a bit
and
older,
see how
actually.
we
That's not good.
make you sexier in 10 days.
Jeez.
This hero seems to have truly mastered the book's teachings. Maybe he could show us what he's learnt from it.
Come on.
That is so inappropriate.
That's quite enough of that, hero. And that brings today's lesson to a close. Definitely.
I want to be just
Hello again.
Ah, good.
Wolverine Slayer. Father used to read Scarlet Rose adventures to me every night.
Yep, you can have it this time. Glad it's not locked out.
Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn. Belverines are the fiercest creatures in Albion. But there was once a brave young girl for whom they held no fear. One day, a beast attacked Knothole Glade, where she lived. The villagers all ran away until she alone stood to face it. The creature was twice her size, and she fought its teeth and claws armed only with a stake. By the time the warriors arrived, the beast lay dead at the girl's feet, and her dress was soaked with its blood. From that day forth, she was known to all as Scarlet Robe. As she grew older, she became a great hero, driving the evil Belverines from much of Albion and competing in the Witchwood Arena.
See? Girls can be heroes too. Yeah, girl heroes. I bet that Balverine just died because she smelled so bad. I'd like to see you fight one with just a your Maybe I will. I'm gonna be a great hero one day. And I'll kill 17 million Balverines. Well, I'm going to be just like Scarlet Robe. You already smell like her. Hooray!
It's funny. Alright, let's sleep again. I wonder if the, I'm now thinking the Twin Blade had different the Twin Blade book had different dialogue based on how you resolved that quest. I wonder if the Scarlet Robe, because it ended that last sentence with a ... Maybe if we had done the arena, we'd have had different dialogue for that one. I'll have to see if I can find any version on YouTube or something where someone else has completed the arena and gotten different dialogue. Alright, he's still presumably on his way up.
Do you do kids' parties? Hey!
Kids' parties?
A ring would be nice. A wedding ring.
A wedding ring? I don't think so. Don't think so, buddy.
Enjoy yourself.
Where's the teacher? Where's Mr. Gout? Is that him? No. Is he stuck in the tavern or something? Or there he is. It looks like he comes from Bowerstone North. Catch up to him.
Ah,
There we go.
and the rotten apple, eh? A worthy book, but a little advanced for primary school, I fear.
I disagree.
Any books for us today, hero? The rotten apple.
Okay, maybe we have to be closer. He's not letting me donate it. Come on. Maybe we've got to be closer to the school. Or maybe we've donated all the books we can donate. Which would make sense, because it put Balverine Slayer at the bottom of the list then, if that's the case. Let's try again.
Ah, at the rotten apple. Any book, the rotten...
Ah.
Right stuff!
The rotten...
Can't donate anything. Alright. Well, I guess that is the end of it, the episode there. Next episode, we will do the arena. But until then, thank you for joining me. I hope you're enjoying the campaign and found it interesting plumbing through the depths of the Darkwood Bordello dialogue and then watching all of the interesting school cutscenes there. So if you are enjoying this campaign, you want to see the next episode, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I will catch you then. But as always, take care and have fun.